Hello and welcome to the channel. So this video is obviously sponsored by the COLDEST water bottle, and I would like to say that without you guys helping me get sponsorships and again allowing me to do the things that I would like to do on the channel, again summoning on streams and also videos, it wouldn't be possible without you guys supporting me. And again, like I said, you supporting me helps support the other companies that support me as well. So again, thank you guys so much for all the people that's actually bought COLDEST water bottles and stuff like that over the past 2 years that I've been sponsored and an ambassador for COLDEST water bottle. Like I said, thank you guys so much. It's been an absolute amazing journey so far, and again, I would like to keep this going as well. So first of all, I'm gonna give my I'm gonna be able to be sort of really brutal honest, just because this is one of the reasons why I like working with COLDEST water bottles, because they actually allow you to be honest. And if you don't necessarily like something, you could be like, hey, I don't like it, or I don't like this or that about it, and they don't necessarily get upset about it because they want the feedback. So I'm gonna give you the feedback. I'm gonna give you the feedback on this one. So one of the things I'm gonna say right now is that this water bottle is the new Limitless series, and it is, I think, currently out right now. And I did not know that I was actually getting this bottle at all. I thought I was gonna get one of the older bottles that I've gotten, or just like a bigger version of that one, like maybe like one of the 36 or 48 or something like that ounces, not like one of these here. I was not expecting this. I did not know that I was gonna get this, and I'm gonna go ahead and say this. I've already said this before while I've been on streaming and also in videos and stuff like that. I've said this before, that you would think I'm just gonna say this, you would think that I would like the black, seeing as well half my background is black, and sort of I keep the theme in here kind of dark and not a lot of light in. I only have like a couple of lights that are shining in and stuff like that to sort of maintain the light. So I stream at night, and like I said, when it's nighttime, there's no other lights in here. It's just this one, sometimes this big light over here, and then these back here. When I'm not streaming and I'm editing and stuff like that, whether I'm editing video or not or anything, I'm just gonna say this, I would not buy the actual black one again. Like, if you're outside with this, and I've been outside with it and been like, where did I put this bottle at? Like, would not buy this. When I initially, I don't know if I still have that piece of paper, but, oh, I wish I did, but I don't. But when I first got this bottle, it actually came with the COLDEST little brand thing around it. It was like a sort of like a cardboard thing that was around it that had the COLDEST, the Limitless COLDEST water bottle on it. And I thought that was awesome. I actually thought that was a part of this bottle. It looks just like a Stanley cup, and that's honestly one of the reasons that I'm gonna have like probably the worst sort of thing about this, is because every time I was out with this, everyone always called it a Stanley cup. And I mean, it clearly says COLDEST on the side of it, but, and also right here at the top, and it literally has COLDEST there as well. And I would get stopped a lot and just be like, if I had it out and just be like, hey, where'd you get that not COLDEST water bottle, where'd you get that Stanley bottle? And I'm like, well, it's not, it's a COLDEST water bottle. And they're like, what, COLDEST bottle got Stanley bottle? And I'm like, okay, what part of this is the actual COLDEST water bottle, and that's a brand, and not the Stanley, that's another brand. So my biggest thing on this one is that, yes, it does everything that the other COLDEST water bottles do, like, and obviously it's bigger than the other ones, so it's great. Like, it's a go-to. You have 3 lids that you can change out of. Like, literally, I have that one on right now. There's this one that already has the built-in straw that you just put that one in, and then there's actually another one over here that pretty much looks like the top of a tank, that is actually for a spot right here that you can put a filter that you can just stick it in. And then if you're like somewhere and you fill up the water bottle and you don't necessarily really like that water or whatever like that, and you just want to filter it out, like tap water or something, you just filter it out, which is great. I haven't used it yet because I haven't needed to use it yet, and I don't necessarily really want to drink tap water, so I haven't used it. In my honest opinion, I'll probably never really use that filter unless for some reason I'm just forced to drink tap water somewhere, then. But if that's the case, I probably won't have that with me at all, because I'm not just going to carry out a bunch of lids 24/7. So again, this was probably the best lid. This was the second best, but it's weird because you have to like turn it straight to where it'll actually like stick out a certain way, so you won't actually have this like this on it or like this off the side, because I'm the type of person that I'm OCD, and I'm just going to be honest with you, I'm OCD about a lot of things. And the lid thing, every time I screwed it on, it just went to like a different spot. Actually, I don't know if I can show you that currently right now. Make you understand, like if I just screw it on, but so you know how it's like sideways like this now, and the handle's like this. Like my OCD will not let me. For some reason, it will not let me drink out of this way. I will sit here and fight with this until I get it to a situation where it's like straight out and like easy to get to. And half the time, I don't even want it like straight out that way. I kind of want it to this part is actually facing this way, so it's easier for me to get to the actual straw here instead of trying to like fight with it 24/7 and stuff. But I would say my biggest gripe is that it looks like a Stanley Cup, and to be quite honest, I don't think that it needs to look like a Stanley Cup. If you just had like another sort of just complete sleek design all the way down on this with the handle, I would have been just fine with that. And by the way, the handle does come off. I didn't tighten this whatsoever at all because I wanted this at the end of this review to sort of show you that. I don't know if you can hear that, but these are actually interchangeable. And I haven't touched it. I haven't tightened it up since I've been using it for over a month, just to show you that it is going to stay there, but it will get a little loose. And at some point you will have to probably tighten that up, especially if you use this like every day. I didn't use this every day. I used it majority of the days, but I didn't use it every day. Like I would go back to one of those water bottles or something like that, or another one that I had every now and then. If I had one downstairs, I wasn't going to just come upstairs and grab this one and then fill it up. So I would personally say I don't like the design just because it reminds me too much of a Stanley Cup, and that's what it's going to get pretty much just flooded with if you have these out. It's just people are going to ask you about a Stanley Cup 24/7. I do like that it's actually got the rubber piece at the bottom of it that allows it to just stay in place, so you won't like really move it all that much. Like it won't like drag out really. Like I'm actually forcing this to drag across of it. Like it actually stays in place, and it'll stay in place and be just fine. Like it won't slick, and it won't get slick on the bottom and just slide off or anything like that. So that's one good thing that I can say about it. But other than that, and I think the other ones, no, the other ones do not actually have that bottom. They're just this flat bottom of it 24/7. Also, you know, subscribe. But so yeah, that's one of the major gripes that I really have about it. Also, like I said, the black, I probably wouldn't buy the black again. I think there's, I want to say, oh yeah. There we go. So I do have this one still here. So you can see that there's the black one, and then there's actually the white one, and also the Galaxy one. I would probably buy either the white one or the Galaxy one again, just because it's going to stand out a lot more. And again, if you're the type of person that you love everything to just blend in, then sure, like if I cut all these lights off, that's probably going to disappear, especially behind all this black here. Like it's going to disappear. There's been countless of times that I've been sitting here editing and stuff like that, and I just forgot where it was sitting just over here on my other side of the desk. I just forgot where it was. I had to look for a couple. So if you ever see me like this, like looking, that's because I was looking for the bottom. Because I was like, where did it go? So like I said, I would get one of the ones to stand out. It's still greatly priced, but my gripe is, if you're gonna buy this cup, you might as well just buy a Stanley Cup, to be quite honest. Like I don't understand. Like if you're looking, like, I mean, I get if you love Coldest water bottle brand, but at that point, I'd either just buy one of the bigger jugs or buy a Stanley Cup. Like, I mean, like I said, it's literally just a copy of the Stanley Cup. I mean, I could run downstairs right now, and she already has like a pink one that's pretty much Stanley Cup. She already has that down there. It looks pretty much the same. I don't know if it's about the same height. I can't remember if it's the same height or not, but yeah, and she's got like 2 or 3 different ones down there, and they all look alike. Unless you see this, and which, by the way, you won't see that all that much, because if you're walking around like this, because, well, technically I'm left-handed, so I would probably usually be like this sometimes, but every now and then I keep it in my right hand because I am left-handed, so I like to do everything else while this right hand. So you're gonna see this, and if you see, like I say, if you're walking down and you see this, you're like, oh, Stanley Cup, 100%. Especially if you're not looking at the lid, you're like, oh, Stanley Cup. That's my biggest gripe, is that it's just a Stanley Cup. And like I said, if you're easily ticked off, it's going to tick you off just to be walking down the street. Someone be like, oh, nice Stanley Cup, nice Stanley Cup. And you're like, I don't know, that's the coldest water, nice Stanley Cup. I don't know, it's the cold. All right, never mind. I'm not even going to say nothing no more. Like, that's pretty much what happened. Majority of the time, I just let people think it was a Stanley Cup at times. And like, all right, whatever. Like, after like I'd say about the first 6 people that asked me, I was like, all right, whatever. it's whatever. It's whatever you think it is. And I just literally kept it moving. But honest reaction, and just for a review of having this for this long, it's the same. Like I said, it's the same cup. It really is. It's just, it looks like a Stanley Cup. I mean, it's 36 plus hours of cold. Like I said, I do this with every one of the coldest water bottles, where I'll fill it up the day before I'm going to stream, and then I'll come back here and sit down and start streaming and drink out of it, and it's still cold like the day before. Like, it's still cold. And the crazy thing about this is, I always say this, because in the summertime this room gets extremely hot, because again, sun is setting on this side of the house, so it gets extremely hot, especially if I have that window completely open or stuff like that, like beaming. And this could be sitting here, matter of fact, any of the coldest water bottles could be sitting literally right here and be completely fine, like just completely fine, unaffected, still cold. And I'm the type of person that I like my water room temperature, but we keep it sort of cold in the house, so my water is always usually cold. But with this, it's just cold. And like I said, I've used it, probably one of the biggest things I've used it for is at night, whenever, besides streaming, is at night whenever I'm sleeping. I'll literally just fill it up, and then throughout the night I'm always waking up or something like that, and I'm thirsty as heck. Still cold water every time, and then I go back to sleep just fine. So like I said, whether you're inside, outside, it doesn't matter. Still a great water bottle. It's just, I don't like the aesthetic, because it's pretty much just another brand, and I'm not that type of person. Like, I didn't fall in love with the coldest water bottle for this bottle. I fell in love with them for these bottles. You know, like, there's actual standard bottles. Like, I mean, by the way, I'm still touching these, and these are both extremely cold. Like, and there's nothing in these, and they're literally still extremely cold, after I've just been talking about how this room still stays extremely hot all the time. Like, it's currently hot right now, and I don't have any of the fans on or anything like that. It's just hot right now. And again, every last one of them that I'm touching, especially with my hot hands, because I'm hot natured, still cold 100%. So like I said, and my honest review of this is that I don't necessarily like the bottle, because it's just reminds me of a Stanley Cup. And I mean, like, you can probably see the progression over the last couple of weeks, where I'm like, oh, I like it, and then I was like, but it looks like Stanley Cup. And then probably over the weeks of me using it, especially out, was just, okay, it's Stanley Cup that is coldest water bottle branded, and I don't necessarily like that. I like the older ones more than I like this one, to be quite honest. Like, if you come out with another sort of bottle that's sleek, that's not Stanley Cup, and with a handle, great. If you put the handle, first of all, you put the handle on the big jugs and stuff like that, that's even better, because I know it's got the little flap up, but some of them that's mid-size of them, if you put that big like handle on that, that'd be great. That'd be great. Matter of fact, is there even any of them that have that? I might check that out, because I might get one of them later on. But like I said, this, I'd give it probably a 7 out of 10, to be quite honest, just because it's going to do what you still want it to do. And if you're looking for the Stanley Cup, like, replacement, or I don't know, just clone, sure, and also have it actually branded, yeah, there you go, because I'm sure other companies have this as well too. But yeah, I would also, cosmetically, before I get out of here, cosmetically, like I said at the beginning of the video, where I was talking about how it had like the coldest limitless on it, if you would have done that and actually kept that around, so much better. I said that before, it looks so much better. Man, I wish I had that little ribbon that went around it again, because I would have put that on to show you, because it was literally black and silver. It was like this right here, but it was around here, and it actually had the limitless of the series that it is on it as well, that went all the way around it. And that, in my opinion, was awesome and a great design, and pretty much was like, yeah, this isn't a Stanley Cup, but again, it's stealth, and Like I said, if you like the whole stealth look, then you're gonna love it. But for me, no. I like the coldest water bottle, the older ones, a lot better than this one. So again, that's me being honest. And again, thank you to you guys for helping me get sponsored by Coldest Water Bottle. And again, shout out to the Coldest Water Bottle team as well for sending me out one of their bottles. Again, thank you guys so much. But go back to the others. I wouldn't put any more of these out. I wouldn't do that at all. I would keep with the other ones, and that's pretty much your best sellers and stuff like that. I'd keep with those and not do that again. Not put any more new colors out or anything, and just maybe not have this again next year, because again, it's a Stanley Cup, and like I said, it's a TikTok thing, and next year it may not even be a damn thing, to be quite honest. People will be on to another water bottle, but I don't think you need to do the trendy things just to sort of keep up with everybody. Like, your coldest water bottles are absolutely amazing by themselves, and the design that you had before is great. So I don't think you need to really do it. But again, that's just my opinion. I'm just one reviewer, one ambassador. But other than that, let me know in the comment section below if you guys agree or not. But have an awesome day/night. Stay safe. God bless. And I'm out. Peace.